I'm Alice Leibowitz.
And I haven't been to anything like this for a while. But this is bigger. Cooler. And more energetic. Than anything I've seen go down. In Hartford. In the last 15 years. So I want to ask you guys. Is there anyone here? That this is their first rally on anything? Do any of you want to say why you came today and not last week or last year? Anyone raise your hand?
Anyone raise your hand?
Anyone who's here for the first time want to say why you're here today?
There we go. All right. Of course.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Malcolm. And I am serious. About change. Wall Street cost us $700 billion. Unacceptable. We want justice. And like J.G. Wentworth, we want it now. I was born in Hartford. And I'll die in Hartford. I want to see better. That's all.
And I came today to start a revolution. And I'm really glad to see everybody here. Because it proves that we are the leaders of today.
The world is watching.
Good evening.
My name is William.
My name is William.
I'm a vet. Okay, I served my country back in '85. Okay, I've been unemployed for a year and a half. And I got a good profession. You know, I'm a machine handlers, and every time I apply for something, they say, "Oh, you overqualified, or just we don't have a place for you." The problem is that, you know, a year and a half without work, you know, it's hard. And right now, put it this way, I'm in the street. And politicians make promises, nothing happens. So you know what? I was just passing by and I saw this group. So I decided to come in here and see and listen what they're saying. And you know what? Wall Street, they're the ones making the money. I ain't doing it. And I don't care what they say. But when it comes to the facts, they're not putting food on plates and I'm eating. And the thing is that they say, "Oh, you're a vet, you should get benefits," and I ain't getting nothing. I ain't getting nothing.
I mean nothing.
You know, and it's time that we gotta step up and put the voice up.
It's time that we gotta step up and put the voice up.
Because you know what? If we don't act, And we don't say nothing.
And we don't say nothing.
So don't complain.
Don't complain
That nothing was done.
that nothing was done.
So
Corporations in this country
Corporations in this country
count as a single entity.
count as a single entity.
One person.
One person.
Let's look at
Let's look at
what type of person
what type of person
they are.
they are.
They destroy the environment.
They destroy the environment.
Self-destructive.
Self-destructive.
They hurt their own workers.
They hurt their own workers.
They're selfish.
They're selfish.
They export their engineering and parts.
They export their engineering parts.
They're greedy.
They're greedy.
It's time
It's time
that somebody
that somebody
went after
went after
the laws
the laws
that protect
that protect
corporate
corporate
single entity-ship.
single entity.
Us here is proof positive
It's proof positive
of a knee-jerk reaction
of a knee-jerk
in
reaction
this country
in this country
to end these laws.
to end these laws.
Stop corporate liability protection.
Stop corporate liability protection.
That's all.
My name is Allie Traz,
My name is
Alcatraz.
and I haven't been to a rally in a very long time.
I
I've been to a rally in a very long time.
And seeing everybody here today
And seeing everybody here today
gives me a lot of hope for the
gives me a
future.
lot of hope for the future.
And I just want to thank everybody
And I just want to thank everybody
for being on my level.
for being on my level.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's Taryn.
I'm currently a student at CCSU.
I'm currently a student at CCSU.
I'm queer.
I'm queer.
And I'm worried
And I'm worried
about my future
about my future
and my prospects out there.
and my prospects out there.
Tuition is rising
Tuition is rising
and jobs are decreasing.
and jobs are decreasing.
And I don't know what I'm going to do
And I don't know what I'm going to do
when I graduate college.
when I graduate college.
I don't know if the jobs are going to be there for me.
I don't know if the jobs are going to be there for me.
We need to put more money into jobs.
We need to put more money into jobs.
We need to get more money back to the people
We need to get more money back to the people
and take it away from the top 1%.
and take it away from the top 1%.
We need a revolution.
A revolution. Steve Davis.
This is my first protest ever. I'm 18 years old.
I'm 18 years old.
I just got my GED.
I just got my GED.
And I'm scared.
I'm scared.
What's out there? It's all deteriorating right in front of my eyes.
It's all deteriorating right in front of my eyes.
In front of my generation's eyes.
In front of my generation's
In
eyes.
front of the next generation's eyes.
The next generation's eyes.
In front of all of us.
In front of all of us.
So let's do something about it.
Let's do something about it.
Now I'm walking out into the world.
I'm walking out in the world.
Now I don't know what I'm doing.
And I don't know what I'm doing.
So I'm trying to get direction.
So I'm trying to get direction.
And I'm gonna make something of myself.
I'm going to make something of myself.
If the economy lets me.
If the economy lets me.
So right now, let's change it.
Let's change it.
Get everyone here aware and trying to work together.
It is good to see everyone here and aware and trying to work together.
It is time to demand that we're putting people's needs over corporate greed.
It is time to demand that we put people's needs over corporate greed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I am Mitra,
Also a child of immigrants.
also a child of immigrants.
I've been living in Hartford for 4 years now,
I've been living in Hartford for 4 years now,
and I've met some of the best, hardest working people here.
and I've met some of the best, hardest working people here.
And I don't know about you,
And I don't know about you,
but I don't think it's fair
but I don't think it's fair
that most of this country's wealth
that most of this country's wealth
is contained in a population this big.
is contained in a population this big.
And we we all work hard here.
We all work hard here.
We're all hard workers, and it makes no sense.
We're all hard workers and it makes no sense.
If it was a fair system,
If it was a fair system,
you would get what you put in.
you would get what you put in.
And that's all I want to see, starting right here in Hartford.
That's all I want to see starting right here in Hartford. Barbara.
I'm a renter here in Hartford.
I'm a renter here in Hartford.
I found out not too long ago that almost 50 million citizens of this country live in poverty.
That almost 50 million citizens of this country live in poverty.
Here in Hartford, I am one of more than 30% that live under federal poverty. And that ain't right. Thank you. This is supposedly the richest state. This is not shared sacrifice. I used to work before I got a disability. I have medical challenges. Literally from head to toe. Including mental illness, which also, by the way, is a medical condition. I am sick and tired. What the heck is the word? I am sick and tired of the stigma. I am sick of being ignored. The Super Committee federally have the power to vote. And they consider that, particularly Medicaid, it is a non-defense discretionary fund. If that happens, there's a whole lot of people here in Hartford, including myself, that's going to end up homeless, and eating out of trash cans and dumpsters again. And I'm here to help anyone else and everyone else to not have to make that decision. This is the United States of America. If I don't have something to share with somebody else, how can I share it with somebody else? I do a lot of volunteer work. And I'm here to share with everybody else. Thank you, everybody else, for coming.
My name is Edward Johnson.
I'm a retired nurse. I have a pension. I have Social Security. I have 401. But I'm sad. Because I see so many people around me suffering. Sometimes I feel guilty. I worked hard. I sent 4 kids through college. But I'm sad. They're doing great. But my brothers and sisters, white, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, are doing bad. And I'm sad, and I'm here to help.
I made notes. I've been involved in Occupation Hartford. This week, we've only been organizing for 1 week. And we wanted to make this public. So we've had most of our meetings outside. So that we could be inclusive in our decisions. This is the most exciting thing I have been a part of. ever.
Maybe ever.
The most important thing
That
I want to see from this specific movement is for there to be a place in our city where people can come and be listened to and supported and take their own actions. That is how change is going to happen. Our taking our lives back. Take care of each other. And even. Okay. I would love for the government to take very good notice of us. And change what we want them to change. And they will notice us. We will be a constant presence. But if they didn't notice us, we would be enough for each other. We can build our own community. We can be enough.